to shift over to B, and M80 is sort of calling it. They're looking for it.
Yeah, I like this read from M80 already. Two players rotated towards mid. Quality's got a dash up, so he can kind of take these fights and get out kind of free, but there's not a lot of support here for these players on site, and that will give Shopify Rebellion a massive advantage going into the post plan.
The worst part is that they called out B to unknown for now, could get popped. Everyone from Shopify now, except for one, staying safe on site. You do have the wrap from Vic, 15 HP, just needs a headshot to make it worth it, and indeed gets it. Big round from Vic to start things off for Shopify.
That will redirect M80 forces back in towards B heaven instead.
There's only one A right now. Everyone
create
from
a
Shopify.
decent gap on this B site.
Moose, again, was trying to create a little bit of space. He even clears heaven, and Nismo doesn't make a peek, but as this happens...
And they're going to hold on to these two rifles. This will allow them a pretty confident buy moving into the next, but M80, keeping 5 rifles here is probably the bigger of the two. They're going to start towards screens. A really nice flash, though. There's a good bit of information that the screens control has been taken. Moose. And a very risky fight right now. 2 players just on the other side of the smoke.
Oh, and the big flash coming in, but Xander scrambles for the kill. Now we're back at a one-man advantage for M80, making a one-man disadvantage. Still B-Dog able to get one back, but this is all on the back now of Vanity and Vic. Double V trying to make this one a W. Here comes Vanity around the corner looking for the low HP Xander. Able to get the first. Now equalized to a 2v2. Vic gets another big one. We got the W, at least for the 2, but the round isn't over just yet. John QT sticking the defuse, and Vic is there to close it out. Shopify Upmo is the one held up in heaven, and he's the one waiting up for the players coming out of ramp. He has such crucial utility, but he drops down, and he's able to get B-Dog. A great pop-up from Nismo as the rotation comes in to cover up heaven instead, and Nismo goes for more! Going again is Nismo. Nismo with a 3K, holding it all down in ramp.
Away here, Nismo. Wait for a smoke to allow him to cross. And 5 HP for Mata left over.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, just threw the smoke from him. A 6 cents for Nismo. And now, just on the Moose, he's going to waltz into Quality's operator, and that is a...
Your trail. Seek them out.
Shopify again, the conditioning. They've always had this Viper on this side. Moose scrambling to try to get Koala Noob. M80 putting a lot to try to take down that one player, and it ends up working out just for the kill. Shopify still making their take over towards B. Only one player has gone down from it. Spike should go down.
Mata's getting aggressive towards the back lines. They're trying to take this. He has a showstopper, but that paranoia completely missing Nismo, giving him a chance to win these kinds of fights. And now it's on to Vanity in a 1 versus 4. His 2 teammates that got aggressive go down. Now there's not a rough left in the tank here for this man, as he just gets obliterated by Nismo, who comes up for another 3 this time towards mid, where maybe he'll catch M80 for a bunch of Shopify players, and oh, he might just, of course he does. A lovely trade, but doesn't establish mid control. He actually loses it in the prop. Was smart to back away in case some player came from Ramen.
This is such a weird information battle.
Such a weird fight, because EU to your left, you're going to get gunned down, you're not even going to notice it. It's a trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, but that's, again, that's very simple. There's no map control being taken from it. They are going to be able to watch heaven still with a B hold.
And mid is in a weird 50-50 state right now. Hot flash on blind, but he still takes a shot, of course he does. And they win both the fights.
Full shouldn't be all too bad, but my goodness, M80. They've knocked everyone down from Shopify once again, but again, it couldn't be weirder. 1 or 2 aspects go awry there for M80. One is still in the middle of the pit here for Shopify Rebellion, except for Vanity. Vanity looking for a pop flash in the middle of this take here, but M80, they're taking their sweet time. Nobody's in pop flash by that, and now they have the man advantage. Here comes Qualanu, bursting into the deep.
One enemy.
He doesn't get the kill, though. Moose stays alive, and EU somehow comes up from behind from heaven. Everyone's spilling out of the pit, and he gets the kill. M80 at the end, somehow.
Ooh, the timing.
Oh, it's so good, though, because they just used the Trailblazer as the first contact. Everyone's at an off angle now. Wallen can maybe pop off, but what a peek from Vic. Peeking off of the guiding light, peeking off of the util, taking down the opper, and you still have EU waiting up for the
light. That's perfect as well from M80. 30 seconds left. Vanity's going to come back for a mid play. He will have to fight against Xander. And EU has a good idea that this hit is coming.
Holding it down, EU. You can't go down here, buddy. There goes Xander. Oh my goodness, that second shot from Xander. M80, they land on their feet. Could have Xander real quick popping up onto B-Dog at any point, but This is actually a very aggressive hold from Shopify in multiple ways. Double hold up into mid, but Qualitative does not care. He warned you. You do not want to let him get into your face.
The Trailblazer lead them up as well and towards B. This is all fake as well. The spike is still leading towards the A side, but you can't give up these 1v1s. Qualitative has Nismo by his side. Look at the read here from Vanity. He recognizes that this is probably a fake. They've made no contact towards B main. It's not going to be a one-dimensional hit from mid. Vanity's got so many players coming towards him, but that's the 3K they needed for this round. A crucial hat trick for Vanity. It's John QT and Xander, the driving team. Vanity a little bit more, but he goes out, and now they're starting to crumble just onto the man himself, Vic, who is so key in their win against Disguise on split. He's got to do it again here in the pistol round.
This was a 4v2. He's isolating the player on site right now. He's got the player shot.
Feel the contact. Mata's got to move.
Flash.
But M80 aren't rushing it, and that's setting Mata back the other way. They're only 2 players, and they don't have the guns.
Vanity can fight a little bit. He's actually able to get it. 2 kills out of that. How is Vic still alive too? Vic's able to get the one and done. Nismo stays alive, but he's so low in HP. 20 seconds left. They have to fight for this site. There's 3 players behind the smoke right now. This is so dangerous for Nismo. He jumps out with a flash and he goes down immediately. 3 players still remaining for Shopify. EU scrambling and doesn't have a rifle. He only has a Marshall to use, and B-Dog strikes him down.
Look at him prodding towards mid. It's all an illusion. And it's just one player on the left side. B-Dog wins the fight.
Spike down
snaps for 2. And a huge win from the newly solo Jet player. Drops a spike and will put pressure and allow Vanity to come here and fight as well.
Vanity has a guiding light to use. Just been charged. Moose is still here too. Shopify with this full
30 seconds left. Blinded.
Here we go. It's going to be Moose around the corner. Going to be able to get the first, but it's only the one again. No one else wants to fight this. Shopify, they stand tall for now, but they might still have to face rifles in the next round.
Massive kills from B-Dog. Delays long enough for Vanity to get there. Both sides at once.
But again, B-Dog has so much coverage right now. Just wonder what his backup plan is going to be. Here comes Moose with a star right in his face too. He's able to back up from it, but Nismo is there. Great stun off the Trailblazer and a great...
Flash him up this angle. He's going to have a couple free picks
30
here coming
seconds
towards
left.
him.
Toxin screen down.
You should be ready with the flash. Nismo should be ready with a flash. Here we go. B-Dog doesn't get hit, and he's able to nail an easy shot. At very first, again, they're not going for the heal just yet.
Oh my gosh.
But B-Dog just has his head on a swivel, covering both heaven and main, all in his own. We could be backloaded 2v2, but Vanity pops through the smoke, and it
Pretty solid first half, but the second half is just getting shut down.
Oh, no!
Look at that. That is unbelievable for B-Dog.
Healing over here.
I thought he was just going to post up with the Opera in the heaven, but no, he wants the updraft for it.
No, he's a blood dog. Looking out for blood already. B-Dog with 2 huge kills early on, but M80. I was gonna say they could potentially have a chance over towards that mid side, but
I have stepped up to the plate massively on this defensive side. And with the momentum that they've built up, because it's hard to see M80 being able to get back into this.
Yeah, we were talking.
And oh my, it's
B-Dog gets the pick here.
Vanity,
This is gonna be...
friendly here.
This is gonna be so fun to watch. Here comes Vanity around the corner. Has to get something! How did they not call out Vanity? Or how did they call out Vanity? B-Dog is somehow still alive and has an easy pick at first. Still has a shotgun to pick up. Man advantage still back in the hands of Shopify, but John QT picks up another big one back over towards site. 2v2 still, and the smoke goes down. Man advantage finally for M80. The first time here in the attack site where they're planting the bomb. Here comes Vic, 1v2, wrapping around! Almost from behind, Vic gets the sucker punch.
Can Vic's, I don't think Vic's smoke can reach all the way to Mata so he can support. No, he's kind of by himself. Instead, taking the TP, but have focus to get to the site. Vic is here, it's Mata, and they're doing a damn good job of holding down this A site. It's just a matter of 2 more players approaching. And Mata again for 3. Locking down the A site. Vic isn't even needed in this situation. And despite the first blood, M80 are sent reeling in this round.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, they had it. They had it all. M80 with a burst out on to B. They pull 3 players, 4 players to that side of the map. And it's, but still the double off setup coming out this round. M80, they're all aiming for
Vanity's crazy. Vanity's crazy.
And he goes for another one through the smoke. Vanity.
What a read here, and the knives get popped. You'll get the
Rico, John QT, how quickly can he come out? The flash, it stops them a little bit. There goes a satchel, might bump them back into the snake bite. John QT, the wall in his face. The wall is so good. He's still trying to run away. Time is being ticked off the clock. Time is being crunched off the clock. B-Dog, Moose, they get the kills. John QT goes down, but the defuse is not in.
One enemy remaining.
Or at least nullify the util, but look how deep Shopify are going. This is not something we've seen. A two-player push into screens this time.
Planted.
And this A site is a lot weaker now that Shopify have taken over. And yes, they have taken over.
Vic stomps on him. Nizma and Qualanoob going down like quick take. But more importantly, nobody from M80 was able to fight there. Nobody in the middle of sight. Everyone wrapped up in ramp.
There will be one back to Xander, but it needs to be another one here from EU. Vic just spammed and has gone down his throat.
Positioning over on A once again. M80 still going for a slower take, but it's going to be pretty much an empty B site. Vic goes down here. Could be free, but he still gets the first kill.
Jesus Christ.
He's feeling
Vic.
so crispy. Vic, nice as ever.
The risk
Is already put up. Vic. Just fast TPing over. You've always had Vanity back here over on ramp. This just makes this clear job so much easier here for Shopify, so much quicker. They're going to be able to burst onto site a lot earlier than M80 expects. Here they go. Xander has to pop out of the smoke to go into a 1v5. Xander is gone. Vic with a 4K. Shopify do it. They've beat M80.
Defenders win.
And they do it on a map where, as you know, as spectacular as it is to win a map, it's a map that they've been proving. Xander, an early paranoia if there was contact. There's not any contact whatsoever. So he holds on to that paranoia. Night attacks quite a bit of players, but long range, Quantum still wins the fight with the Preds.
Goodness, and you still have B-Dog around the corner, tapping away, and he's able to get two out of it, but there goes finally the burst out from EU. Vanity has always been here. Vanity has always had some sort of opportunity.
Have to be wary of, and nobody's looking back towards B main. Xander, and a big 1v1 tool against him.
He's gonna isolate the 1v1 too. He smokes himself for him to potentially burst out, but that's huge from Vic. Vic with a kill already onto Xander. He had the opportunity to potentially trade out, but it just does not happen. Here's EU. John QT is the only one left in the back of sight, but EU, he's looking to play whack-a-mole. He's looking for a couple of heads. He needs to save John QT. I don't think he does, though. John QT stays alive, 15 HP with a big kill. No time. Vic needs to run away. That's a big round from M.
And they're working with pistols off of EU, and off early out here as well from B-Dog. The tuck into woods, wine from Vic, who goes swinging for the fight, carrying momentum from Split here to the third round of Ascent. He finds first blood, and that will set Shopify up in a 5-on-4 play as B-Dog finds a second. Beautiful stuff here from Shopify. And now it's up to M80 to try and come back into this round with any kills they can find.
One enemy.
M80 stretched their legs a little bit, but Shopify fully. John QT.
Wait! That takes on the alarm bot.
He walks by. EU, he's looking the wrong way. Here comes Moose, and now here comes the rest of Shopify. One player around the corner. Nismo looking to hold things all the way down, but Vanity up from heaven ends up taking him away, though. Two players in hell, and they both end up going so huge. John QT and Qualanoob with some big kills, and B-Dog can't do it.
Spam mode comes in. That's a great knife. Catches 3 players as well. So B-Dog's not going to have to worry about a turret just yet. The drone will concede his position. No, he smokes and tries to fight it again, but with the time that he's got on him, B-Dog still finds it regardless. A much stronger hold from Shopify in the mid and B site. And now leaves
more importantly,
time to get their rotations in. He's got to break trips, take the dart off. Xander doesn't go with the plans. He's getting ones, and that's not a good look here if you are Shopify Rebellion. 8 bullets left in the mag. 10 seconds to get a plant,
10 seconds left.
He should get it as Moose didn't want to fight, but there he goes for a last second swing.
There's 2 players that had to coop themselves back over towards Cat. Make it 3 now. B-Dog facing on a 1v1, and Qualanoob, he's just taking on B-Dog, who has to run away from the lockdown.
These 2 players are in a corner. There's no way they're going to win these fights. Surely not, and no way, Mata. Tries to win his fight. Vic as well. A scary... If he walks into this trip setup, he's probably going to die, but at least he'll know what the setup is now.
Cage 3.
He ultimately does. They'll have a general idea as to what the trip setup is fly around these players.
Shopify are putting on that pressure, though. B-Dog with a Marshall alongside Vanity, who has that hero rifle. They're both up in that mid side. B-Dog needs to find headshots, and indeed he's able to find one out of it. Mata in the middle of the smoke. He's looking to burst. He's looking to capitalize off of a player reloading, and indeed he was almost able to do so. John QT bursts out. EU gets another big kill. Vanity! Shopify come in. Any drastic moves from it?
The Hunter's Fury here for you as well to try and lead into the site. Yeah, he's gonna get a tag. I don't think he's gonna pop the ultimate here per se.
Huge seize!
Vanity with a massive double kill off of that. They're smoking their faces.
Over into stairs. Mod already looking to burst out of the smoke. Plant will finally go down. Hunter's Fury still available here for M80. Everyone's locked into the back of sight, but EU, he ends up pulling it out. There he goes. EU with a big Hunter's Fury. Knew at least where two of them were, but didn't know where the other one was. B-Dog still looking for more angles into the back of sight, but it's still a man advantage for Shopify, who's just looking to mosh pit the middle of the site. Nismo has the angle. He's able to go.
He's behind the boxes, and there's the swing, but Moose spray transfer onto EU. The retake is successful, and Shopify finds waste, I feel like, of a seize there. No one there to capitalize, not even a spray from him with the Odin. The space that B-Dog has taken is huge, but he's got a player approaching, and he's going to have to flick like crazy onto
he's not gonna have the wide angle.
He gets at least one, and he actually gets away.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
For seconds.
Ooh, with the shotgun out, he's not able to take down Nismo, so here comes the waterfall out of market. Two players are here to hold on. Moose, more importantly, is the one in the middle of sight. Xander with a TP. He ends up shocking Moose a little bit. He doesn't react in time, but that's huge for Vanity. Through the smoke, through the wall, able to take down Nismo. And Vic be a hero here on site. But here comes Vanity with a huge ultimate. Everyone has been marked at this point here for M80, especially the players who might be tucked up over back towards market, but there goes Nismo. Nismo's actually able to get a big kill out of it. B-Dog, what a headshot. B-Dog, mechanical to say the least, but Nismo, he's the robotic one at this point. 3 kills already with a point-and-click Guardian, 63 HP. He's wrapping up on Vic.
Vic knows.
He at least has the heads-up play. He's checking behind them, making sure nobody can come up either behind him or up from market. Nismo trying to clear the corner, but not able to do so. 5 coming up.
And look at the aggression that Shopify are instantly applying. 2 players in B main. Mata's already posted up early for a fight on lane. These players, there's a lot of space for M80 to get back into the site right now.
You have the insurance policy. You still have a Cypher to be able to come up. Vic ends up getting taken down. B-Dog too. But here finally comes Moose. Vanity has to hold it all the way down. Vanity alone. 1v2 in the back of sight. He gets 1 big kill, but now it's a 1v1. 9 HP for Xander. And it's all gone from the ghost of Moose.
There's no alarm button, but still. Does he get the spam? He didn't have his rifle, so he doesn't get the damage.
Revealing area.
EU's alone here, can't do anything.
No. He can fight. For sure he can fight here. It's just a matter of when he wants to spray, and now it's a time. There's the tuck, and Moose will find him instead. Sights opened up. Mata went down to the Nanostorm on 11 HP. The 4 versus 2 here. Moose tucked in towards market. You're not going to expect this positioning, but the turret, I think, will catch him off first.
Moose, though, he has to come up so big. Vic explodes for 2 kills, but his TP goes around. What is this position for Vic? Vic, oh my goodness! They still spot him. Oh, barely. Ooh, Xander. There's some pressure on his shoulders, but it's all gonna get dissipated soon. Once he finds a pixel, there's 3 pixels off to his left, but he's already gone. Great util already just to clear out the closer range area. But here comes Qualanu, nobody taking off switch just yet, and he's able to get 1 clear shot. Here comes John QT. The burst doesn't get what he needed, and instead Vic and Mata explode for 2.
And there's a late lurk as well here from Moose towards Catwalk that they might not expect. If he can wrap up towards heaven, that would be great, but Quality was looking to fight. He knows he needs to find a pick. Vic has just changed up his positioning. Spike is yet to go down. Moose just ran up. They don't know. It puts it in a 1v2, all onto EU now.
Spike planted.
Look at the low HP though.
Did he scat?
It's so close here. EU almost was able to get a pick onto another one. But now the game a ring around the rosy. Mata doesn't want to play with it.
This call into being aggressive. They were anticipating maybe an updraft ball. This is a change of pace. He gets aggressive. And look at this combo. Hunter's Fury in the back. And it gets someone. That's a really nice early kill. That's all they found. And look at this. Shopify see the aggression. They need to get space elsewhere.
They're answering.
That should be two. Mata! What a spray transfer. And that's a way to get back into this round after going down in a 4v5.
Yeah, those heads were just magnets. Those bullets just gravitated right to those heads. Unbelievable through the smoke. He gets it.
And they're fighting so heavy towards Catwalk to deny this lockdown. The mid swing, Xander. He gets one. They need to trade him out now. Where is this lockdown? No, but Xander's just doing it all. They're struggling to find that kill. And now they've got hustling back to the other side.
Shadows traveling.
Xander might have made this round possible by getting at least one and putting it into 2 versus 2.
No, what is this from Vic? What is this from Vic? Vic!
Oh.
Bursts out of the smoke!
He's checking the smoke, and then he's got to fight back sight. But he knows where he is. He gets a tap, and now that sends Vic in motion. That sends Vic in motion, this post plant. Nate is out as well, and Shopify, wouldn't you have it? Matt.
3 players over towards the mid side.
Fight. That's EU winning 2, though. Big trades, though, here from Shopify Rebellion, Gus. Puts it back to a 3-on-3. The lockdown is still in effect, and so is a null commit. I don't think that's spammable because there's no Odin. I don't know if that's wallbangable with just a Vandal. They will get the spike down. A little bit of chip damage just moves backs away. And now we're at a 3-on-3, but there is so much space from the retake from.
Big shot at first from Vic. Vic immediately drops back down, and he's still going headhunting. John QT took a bullet to the head, and he takes another one. Shopify Rebellion have taken